Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my pregnancy update for weeks 5 and 6. So if you are new to my channel, I recently just found out that I am pregnant. So I just posted a video about how I found out that I was pregnant and told my husband, and how we kind of found out together and all that kind of stuff. So I'll get that linked below if you want to check that out before this one, because there will be a little bit of a backstory you need for that one to be able to watch this one, if that makes sense. Anyways, I don't have too much to update for weeks 5 and 6. They've been pretty easy. The beginning of my pregnancy was pretty easy. I didn't have a lot of symptoms. Kind of the ones that everybody, says. Thirsty. I'm not really, or I have never really been like a water person. I always drink as much water as I can, but water's never really been my thing. But weeks 5 and 6, I was so thirsty. I could not drink enough water. And I just felt constantly full because I was drinking so much water. And then I was also peeing a lot, probably because I was drinking a lot of water and all of that. Also, I was really tired, and I noticed that I would be more frequently out of breath sooner than I would normally. So those are my symptoms, kind of weeks 5 and 6. If you watched my how I found out that I was pregnant, I actually didn't know that I was pregnant because I had been bleeding a couple days before I was supposed to start my period. So I figured that I just started my period early and that I wasn't pregnant that month. Well, that wasn't the case because I found out that I was pregnant. And the bleeding did not stop for weeks 5 and 6. I actually bled for about 5 or 6 weeks straight. So yeah, that was pretty miserable. So weeks 5 and 6, about the start of my 6 weeks that I was pregnant, I was talking to my husband about it, and he was like, hey, like we should go to the ER and just kind of get things checked out, because I called my OB and kind of let them know what was going on, but they said, it's still like going to be too soon, so they didn't want to get me in until I was about, I think they said about 8 or 9 weeks along, and I was only right around the beginning of my 6 weeks. So we were both kind of worried that something was wrong. I had been reading about like ectopic pregnancies and that kind of stuff, and so my husband was like, why don't we go to the ER and just get things checked out and that kind of stuff. So we decided that that night, about the time that I was about 6 weeks pregnant, that we were gonna go to the ER just to get things checked out. We showed up there, they were asking us questions. I had to pee in a cup. They did an ultrasound. Of course, it was like too early, so they couldn't really see anything, but they did see like the yolk sac. And they didn't know why I was pregnant. They couldn't see anything like on the ultrasound that would show that I, was bleeding, or for any reason. It wasn't an ectopic pregnancy, anything like that. Everything looked normal for the stage I was in during that time. Nothing out of the ordinary. So, oh, and they did blood work as well, and everything, looked good there. My blood type was normal, for the pregnancy and that kind of stuff, to things that they look for. So they said that, called it a threatened miscarriage, and said, you could still miscarriage. It could totally work out that, everything was fine. Just follow up with your OB. So it kind of didn't reassure us when we went to the ER, because we thought like, we'll at least get answers. And I guess to the point that we did, because we found out that it wasn't an ectopic pregnancy. There was a yolk sac. Things looked normal for where we should be at, and that kind of stuff. But they still didn't figure out like, why I was bleeding and continued to bleed, and that kind of thing. So weeks 5 and 6, we kind of just left off on a cliffhanger. There was really no like resolution. I still had symptoms, so they said that was good. But I mean, not too much. I didn't have like nausea or anything yet at that time. And I still, you know, felt good. I literally just felt like I was on my period and it was nothing else, and I wasn't really even pregnant. So I'm gonna leave you guys at that for weeks 5 and 6, because that's honestly kind of where we left off and we didn't have any resolution for it. So I will have a video next week following up with you guys about weeks 7 and 8, and that's when we kind of, you know, get more answers in there. And things kind of start getting better, but not better at the same time. So you guys will have to watch that one. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe to get updates in the future. Also different mommy vlogs and nursery vlogs and all that kind of stuff as well. Kind of like mommy content. So thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks.